Goodness, we got this account, Stop Antisemitismus. Oh, by tweeting. Holy shit. If you want to stop anti-Semitismus, the first thing that you want to do is to stop labeling criticism of Israel as anti-Semitic. Because what you are doing is you're basically creating in the mind of the public that Israel is the Semite. That everything Israel does, good or bad, reflects on every Semite. And so when people see that Israel is doing bad things, they think that, well, I mean, clearly the NGOs have already told us this, that it reflects all Jewish people. There are rabbis that agree with me, by the way. Like, I'm not pulling this out of my ass. There are rabbis that basically said if you are going to constantly censor and you're going to constantly attack any type of criticism on Israel, you are going to end up with people associating Israel with Semitism. Not to mention, like, half of the population in Israel probably doesn't agree with the Israel government, right? Because Benjamin Netanyahu didn't get elected with 100%. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just want to look at this interesting thing. So, Stop Anti-Semitismus have decided to pick on one woman. Why? Because she has a job and she needs to be made an example of terror. In other words, if you do not obey whatever this Twitter account is saying, they will come after your job and livelihood just like they're coming after this lady. It's modern day terror tactics. No one gets hurt except they get fired, right? So, Cedar Sinai Hospital, a Jewish mother, was stunned, oh my goodness, to find the receptionist wearing a kippah while checking her child into a pediatric endocrinology appointment. Since 10/7, the kippah has increasingly been used at protests and demonstrations where calls for violence against Jewish and support terror groups have been openly expressed, making many Jewish patients feel unwelcome and unsafe. Again, you know, the safetyism is just like giving me brain cancer. Like, why do we need to live in a society of safetyism? I'm just curious. Like, do you go into a hospital to what? Like what do you think will happen at that hospital? Like, let's be honest. If you put your child into that hospital, what do you think will happen? And if we're a betting man and nothing happens, do you get to come up and apologize? It's like, look, I was bigoted. I thought that just because they're wearing this apparel, they're going to do bad things to my child. Yet, here we are. They were professionals and nothing bad happened. Anyway, right. Obviously, they do not think that the child is unsafe. This is not what it's about. It's not that even this lady is anti-Semitic, given the fact that she is actually allowing, you know, Jewish people to go into the hospital. Like none of it makes sense. But, again, it's about spreading terror. It's like, if you are part of this particular movement, we will come after you. The interesting thing is that the woman herself, it's like she is wearing apparel that has been linked. Oh, I mean, if it has been linked, you know, well, I mean, Stop Anti-Semitism has been linked to Israel, and Israel has been linked to atrocities, and therefore, like, if we're going to apply the same logic. But more importantly, it's like demonstration where calls for violence against Jews and supported for terror groups have been openly expressed. But like, okay, but has this woman expressed any of those views? Like, do we not give accountability to the person anymore? Right? Like, has the person themselves expressed any of these views? No. Oh, okay, then how about you go fuck yourself? Right? Like, why should someone be punished? Oh, because they have been linked. I don't fucking care if they have been linked, right? Like, have they themselves did anything? Like, since when do we use collective guilt? Like, last time I checked, our Western institutional values that were created by our forefathers, they were based on individual guilt. Right? Like, have you yourself did a crime? Doesn't matter if you linked yourself by, you know, walking the same street where a mugger also walked. Or living in the same block. You can even be friends with a mugger, by the way, right? Like, that's how Western society works. Like, you can actually know that the guy next door is a mugger, right? Or he's a drug dealer or some shit like that. You don't partake in his criminal activity, but you barbecue with him, right? Like, last time I checked, that is not a reason to get someone fired. But unfortunately, modern people do not think this way, especially leftists. They believe, no, you're the associator. You shouldn't have a job. Your kids should suffer. But this is where it's interesting. Apparently, the person that agrees with me in all of this is Ana Kasparian. Oh, goodness. Ana Kasparian agrees with me. Holy shit. Am I on the wrong side of history? I must be if I find myself and Anna in the same place. If this receptionist gets fired, we need to start protesting businesses, places of work that cave to bullying by the psychotic hag who runs this page. stigmatize concessions to these bullies. Um, I don't disagree with that, huh? Right? Anyone that knows my ideology knows that I'm a free speech, almost absolutist. And I believe the only people that should be censored are the people doing censorship or advocating for censorship. If you're advocating for censorship or you're censoring, you should be censored, because by doing this, we actually get paradoxically more free speech. I can't explain exactly as to why that is, but I did the math. And, despite the fact that you're censoring, you actually get more free speech when you censor the censors. And if there is something in society that is so important it must be censored, that's okay. You can be a martyr, right? Like, if it's so colossally important, then you can, stake your job, your livelihood in order to get it censored, and other people will eventually censor you as well. I think that would be a fair assessment. But why do I find it interesting that Ana Kasparian, out of all people, has joined the fray? She was responsible for creating this culture, right? Like, when I went on the internet back in 2010, I think I got my first computer, the world was very different than it was now. Like, if you did this in 2010, right? Like, let's say you actually went to a hospital wearing some political paraphernalia. You would be told, it's like, hey, here we wear uniform. Right? Like, a simple thing. It's like, okay, when you're in your private time, you can wear anything you want. And if people were something in their private time and then activists came to complain, they would say, well, yeah, but like, they were in their off hours. Like, what can we do? Like, we don't have slaves here. Like, we're employing people based on competence. Right? Like, did that lady offend you while in the work hours? No. Did that lady treat you differently while in the work hours? No. Then go fuck yourself. Like, talk to her in her private time. That is like the normal way a society functions, right? Like, when you're at work, you're at work. When you're at home, you're at home. Unfortunately, social media unites the two, and we have cancer. But the cancer was spread by people like the Young Turks that basically said, no, actually, you only need to hire people based on moral character, not their competence. And it's like, but why though? Like, who cares if you hire the racist, but when he is at work, he's not being racist? Right? Like, there are people that can control themselves. I'm just saying, you can hire a leftist. I would hire a leftist if at work they're not leftyisming. Like, it's fine, Like, live the communism at home. When you come at work, you do the job. And if you do the job well, that's it. Like, I'm not interested in anything more. I'm running a World of Warcraft guild. I operate by the same reason, Like, I don't give a shit. Like, you leave your LGBTs and your politics and everything at the door. You come here, you raid, and then you fuck off. But beyond that, if you had, like, in, let's say, 2010, a person like this, right, that was actually politically active at work, they wouldn't get fired immediately. No, they would be called into an office and they would be told, it's like, hey, I understand you have political leanings, but you're upsetting the customers. So again, like, do whatever you want at home, right? Like, there is a time where you're off work hours, but here you're on my pay. Like, I'm literally paying you to exist. If you don't like this, go get another job. But while you're at the work, you behave in a way that the customers don't get upset. Right? So you're trying to be politically neutral. You're not trying to antagonize. You're not trying to upset people. Right? Because they're the customers. Like, you need to understand, they're the ones putting food on your table. Like, we cannot alienate them, because if we alienate them, we go out of a business. And then you're sad, and I'm sad. So, like, in order to avoid that, either I make you sad, and then I stay happy, because I don't want my business to go down, or you just change the clothing, right? But notice how, like, today changing the clothing is not even in the repertoire, because it's not really about the clothing. It's about creating terror. Like, you want to terrorize the public. If you even think about supporting, we're going to dox you and come after you. And it's like, no, I'm sorry. In a democrat society, Jewish people have a right to protest. Surprisingly, they have the right to support Israel and do whatever. And people have also a right to support the government not aligning themselves with Israel's values if those values go against whatever these people support, right? I mean, I think that's fair. But, well, there are other people that aren't as fair. They think that, no, we actually need to terrorize the public into compliance. I disagree. Yeah, so I agree with Anna that this person, Stop Anti-Semitism, deserves exactly what they're doing to others. But at the same time, I also find it bizarre because Anna is the one that helped create the ideology into the mind of people, right? Like she is the one that gave legitimacy to cancel culture and call out culture. Like, don't make me go through the old The Young Turks archives and find every single video where she has encouraged cancel culture or promoted the call out culture. Because, you know, like, we didn't get here yesterday. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, we'll see you in the comment section. Take care.